Hi everyone, welcome to the latest Draw Along a Lantern. Ooh, I'm still rubbish at doing that. I hope you're all okay. We are working through some odd times just now, but don't worry, be safe, be sensible, wash your hands, you filthy animals. And today I have a new Draw Along a Lantern, which is involving one of the characters from the Nothing to See Here Hotel, and it is Prince Grogbah, the cheeky, very cheeky Prince Grogbah. He's cheeky in more ways than one, because I don't know if you've read the book or not, but you might see that he actually does get his cheeks out. Oh, you can see his butt, his little hairy goblin bottom. We're not going to draw that. He's clothed in the Draw Along a Lantern. And here we go.
Have you ever drawn a heart before? Okay, you might have done maybe Valentine's, you might have drawn a heart. I want you to start sort of in the middle of your page and draw a heart like this. Half a heart there and half a heart like that. Half a heart. No giggling at the back. I did not say fart. I said half a heart. Okay, now we're going to draw a line down and round this side. And we're going to draw a line down and round this side. It looks really weird at the moment, doesn't it? It looks a little bit like a bottom. Okay, now we're going to start drawing Prince Grogbah's features. So he has a little piggy nose in the middle of his face like that, and two piggy nostrils. Can you all Peppa Pig it? There we go, little piggy nose. And then he's got two little eyes either side of his nose, one there and one there, like that. He's only got a little face, but look at his mouth. We're going to draw his mouth. It's a big grimacy, downturned, angry, unhappy mouth there. He does get happier later on in the book. And you do actually see his bum later on. So if you've not read it, you're in for a giggly treat. Okay, now let's draw his pupils. One there. And one there. Okay, he looks a bit sort of dumbfounded or dumbstruck at the moment, doesn't he? But let's give him some expression. Now, as I've said before, eyebrows are super important. If I put his eyebrows up here, like that, he will look shocked and maybe still a bit happy and not like a baddie. But if we draw his eyebrows down the way like this and down the way like that and joining in the middle, una brow, then he starts to look more angry and a bit like a baddie. And there's a funny old character, Prince Grogbah, because I don't think he's really a truly baddie. He's too funny to be a proper baddie. That's why I love him so much. And he's really fun to draw. Okay, now we're going to add some more detail. So he's got two pointy teeth sticking out of his grimacy mouth, one there and one there. And while we are doing these triangular shapes, we are going to add his two little horns. One there, like that, another triangle, and one there, like that, another triangle. So you can see they sort of replicate each other there, don't they? Now, what we're going to do is draw his beard. Okay, now, because we started off with our heart, half a heart and half a heart over there, we've already got his pointy chin, which is rather handy because we just need to draw some lines coming down to make the start of his beard. Heart and start of his beard, okay? Now, because he's a royal goblin, he likes to tie his beard in a bow. So draw a circle there and then two triangular sort of shapes sticking out either side. Now, it looks like there's a sweet sort of dangling underneath his chin at the moment. It'll make sense in a second. Draw two lines either side. So it looks more like a bow, a bit less like a sweet, but still could pass as a sweet, I think. And then I want you to do a curly, wiggly line like that, a bit like a letter S underneath to form the base of his beard. And then draw it back the way, but make it a bit wider this side at the top, and then colour that in. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. I often draw his beard a bit different in all the books. They're all slightly different, but don't tell anyone. Okay, now he's got two ears. One sticks out this side, draw a line, and a longer line, and then a wiggly line. It's got a funny long ear. Draw two more lines there to make it look more eerie, and then do the same this side. So draw a line, and a longer line, and a wiggly line. Two lines. And we're going to draw more detail later because he's a goblin. He's going to have spots and warts and hairy spots. He's going to make you go blah by the end of this video. Now his body, he's only got an ickle body. So draw a little line that side and a little line that side. And then he's got these pantaloons. He wears pantaloons. So draw a line joining these guys up there. And then we're going to go for it with these pantaloons. So it looks like a big skirt, okay? So one line this side and one line that side. A bit tricky, but see if you can join those up. And it shouldn't be a straight line, it should slightly bow down in the middle. Bow diddly down in the middle. All right, now we'll do his legs while we're at it. Again, a bit like his horns and his teeth, two triangular shapes, but upside down this time, pointing down the way. One there, leave a little gap, mind the gap, and one there. Now, he looks very odd at the moment. Let's draw his feet. I like doing his feet because look, they are a big, curly, loopy line. He's got big, long, pointy, curly shoes. And do the same this side. You can make them as long as you like. I'm going sort of book realistic with mine, but you can go crazy with your loopy shoes. He's got a little heel as well. He's only short, so he needs as much height as possible, so a little heel does him proud. Okay, now he's armless right now, so let's draw some arms. We need to draw a little shoulder pad there, like that. And same this side. Again, he likes to beef his armour up by looking, beefing it out so he looks a bit wider and taller than he really is. Then we're going to draw, like we've done with the other characters, we're going to draw a line coming out and a line coming out. And we're going to do you remember we did with dog paws as well? We're going to draw a circle at the end of our sleeve to make it nice and easy to do our hand. Now, we're not going to do dog paws, we're not going to do petals, because again, he's got spiky little goblin hands. So do a spiky little thumb, and then 3 spiky little fingers. Can you all say that quickly? Spiky little fingers. There's his spiky little fingers. Now, remember what we did that side? We're going to do the same on this side. A line, and a line, and a circle. And then our pointy little thumb, and 3, 1, 2, 3, pointy little fingers. Pointy little fingers. Now, we're not far off being done, but let's add some more detail. What we really need to do, because he's only tiny, he comes up to about Frankie Bannister's knees. That's how small he is. We're going to draw his feather, and we're going to do his feather something like that. Another loopy line, a bit like his shoes, but in a wiggly formation, and then a nice curl at the end. Now, does that look like a feather? No, it does not. Well, it looks like a feather that's been plucked, good and proper. But let's make it look more like a feather. So we're going to draw some long lines from the base of this line, always coming out from this line. But what I'd like you to do is make them shorter and shorter and shorter. And you guessed it, shorter the higher we go. Do the same this side. So long at the bottom, and make them shorter and shorter and shorter as we get to the top. And then maybe add some more loopy bits because he's quite unkempt. He's not the neatest prince in the world, but there's a good way of doing a feather. Start with your central stem, and then do the fronds and feathery bits out with that stem. Now, more detail. Let's give him some frown lines, some little V's. We'll give him the V's there, the two V's. And then underneath his eyes, stop giggling, I'm not giggling. Underneath, because he's young, but he's a goblin, so he still looks a bit old, even though he's young for a goblin. I remember I said we were going to add lots of warts and things, so let's do that now. You don't have to put them exactly where I'm doing them. Some of them might be coloured in for extra wateriness. And on his hands as well, and on his ears. I'll do some raised ones with some hair sticking out. Yummy. Like that. Some more spots. Now, he looks sort of royal, but I fear that his get-up, his costume is a little bare. So what I'd like to do, we're going to do some diamonds on his hat, on his turban, but we're not going to draw each individual diamond because that's going to take ages and it would be too tricky. So what I'd like to do is draw some diagonals, some diagonal lines like this, and carry on going this side. Try not to draw over his horns, like that. Now, do they look like diamonds? Do the echoes like? So what we want to do is go this way. Oh, look, there's a diamond. A diamond in the rough. Okay, there we go. There, now, diamonds. Instant diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. I shouldn't have had that second coffee. There we go, diamond shape. Also, he has a little... I should have drawn it before. He's got a little moon-shaped brooch in the middle of his hat. Now, if you've read the book, you know that that's very important. If you haven't read the book, you'll find out that it's very important. Now, again, we're going to carry on drawing the pattern on his pantaloons. And so separate it out into 4 sections by drawing these 3 lines. And then you can go a bit crazy. I'm going to draw more lines coming down in this one. And more lines coming down in this one, for example. You can do any pattern you like. Then I'm going to do some zigzags in this one. And in this last one, I'm going to do some spots. Spotty, spot, spot. There we go. And then I might draw some stripes on his arms, like that. Just the more pattern and the more varied you go, do you see it's instantly giving him a more regal and royal appearance. Okay, so there we go. There is our Prince Grogbah, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you've come up with.
So I hope you enjoyed that again. Looking forward to seeing all your attempts at drawing Prince Grogbah. You've been so brilliant so far. I'm really impressed with all the ones I've seen on Twitter. And of course, remember, you could win a signed book if I choose your school, or if you're an individual at home, then you might win a copy of the book signed by me and author Steven Butler. Now, if you would like to see and experience some more draw-alongs and find out where you can get some activity sheets if you're stuck at home at the moment, then do follow the hashtag #FreeBookResources on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and you will find lots of other videos and fun dot-to-dots and drawing workshops and live stories on Instagram and all sorts of things. So yes, look out for that hashtag. So it's hashtag #FreeBookResources. Okay, I'll see you next time.